we go. Cool. Now he's on top of a corpse. Conrad, yes, you see your friends engage in battle. Alexa dueling it out with terrifying wizard and all these beastmen. Since you've already done your fear for the round, I'm gonna just go ahead and say that's good. These guys are gonna keep running. I'm going to eventually count them out. I'll figure out what happens to them a little bit later.
I hit. It happened. Mom,
Oh,
get
wow.
the camera.
Take a picture. 12. Alright, and what's the armor we're looking at? Alright. You can tell this is a terrible blow as it will, as the wound will immediately start bleeding profusely.
Ooh.
It looks like she is in danger.
Yes.
Which leads us to Alexa. Narrow
All-out
6 out of
attack.
arm. Yes, go for it.
Ah!
Alright, well, she does not need to parry then.
Okay.
Which leads us into the Wizards of Light again. Wizard of Light. Your weapon of choice, laser beams. How you gonna do? Nope.
Ah, so close.
They tried. Gustav.
Lightning bolt.
Do it.
Ah, yay.
Ooh, which target were you hitting?
Oh, same like sorcerers.
That is going to be a 10-point critical
Oh, she's
Oh,
dead.
to her body. I'm pretty sure that means gory and explosive
Nah,
death here.
let me roll. I want to see what it does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it can only get that. So
A
Yeah.
body
let's
or
see.
head?
We need to confirm it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Indeed. So that is exactly what's expected. Would you like to do the honors?
She had the lightning bolt hit her upper torso. She just her whole body contort in pain as the electricity courses through her, and she fries in places where she stands and fall to the ground. And now the whole room smells like chicken.
All right. She convulses and screeches, "Damn you! Damn you!"
Die, chaos minion!
and collapses to the ground, burning flat up against her altar. Her last possible movement in life as her torso is entirely opened and in flame, just to put her hand upon it and die.
And let's try to hit this beastman. Ah,
Well, less exciting finish to it all.
oh, it's alright.
That's okay. These guys are going to see if they succeed.
Yay!
Oh, hey, and 13. They have only 10. So that's going to be a 4-point critical. To what section of the body was that? That was to the body. With 4 points. Severe internal death in a matter of seconds. Much like your lightning bolt, this ray of light burns open a hole straight to the center of his chest, and everything comes tumbling out.
Dude.
This is Warhammer. No one said it was pretty. It definitely isn't. The Beastmen have very little option left, and they are enjoying their last throws into this. Let's see. This one is... Let's start with Alexa first. Alexa, This one is still excited, and it's going to try to hit you,
Nope.
and will miss. Let's see. Gustav, nobody's on you, so they're just on
Yep.
the wizards. And they're on exactly one of them. They have at least a +10, which is a miss, and this one has a +10, also a miss. Which leads us into Conrad. You come in at the last second to claim victory.
All right, and I'm going to assume the role of commanding officer and tell Benny to go kill that bitch. That's a demon.
Aye, aye, sir.
Not a demon!
Charge! And he'll move up to here.
It's not a demon! It's a beastman.
Gotta move you to the front too, just so I can stop picking up dead bodies. There we go. Okay. So everyone is now moving in and charging. Lash.
I'll aim at the beastman behind Alexa.
Ooh.
Ooh, not so good.
Let's see. Hit to the right arm.
It is armor
For
piercing now,
6.
so remember. Subtract 1 from the armor.
Well, he does not actually have armor, merely toughness.
Of course
But
not.
that is... He is a little bit naked at the moment. It's a bit terrifying in its own right. It's been a bit distracting given that they've been trying to kill you. Alexa. This crab-clawed furry monstrosity is trying to murder you. What are you gonna do?
I will try to all-out attack the crab-clawed furry.
Alright. Show it what you think about its kinks.
Yeah.
You didn't word it right. He's just form posting now. Let's see. Wizard of Light.
Wizard, disengage! Let the soldier take your place.
Alright. They are more than happy to get out of there. But it takes their entire turn to do so. Gustav.
Well, I don't like Alexa is into with mutants, so this time I'm gonna channel.
Okay.
Ah, good. Good.
Whole turn to channel, or also
No,
able to
it's
cast this turn?
enough action. I'm gonna cast a lightning
Okay.
bolt on Alexa's mutant. Oh, come on. Well,
As it turns out, the swirling patterns of Slanesh magic are just too difficult to turn back into your
Yeah.
winds of the heaven here. It's a strange place. This wizard is also going to disengage and move behind Conrad. Glad to be out of here. The beastmen, though, one of them is still upon you. Alexa, take a crab claw. The head.
Ow.
Yikes.
Okay.
Do you have the chance to parry that?
Nope. All-out attacked.
oh,
I soak
That's
it.
okay, because this is the weakest one of them all. I don't think they've successfully rolled much damage at all.
Nope. Thank goodness.
Let's see.
In actuality, he was just nose booping you.
This one will go ahead and charge at Conrad.
All right. I'm going to dodge this.
You don't have to. And this one is going to listen to the words of their now dead master, move over here, and attack Gustav. They don't have enough room to charge, so this is just going to be a normal attack.
well,
Normal attack that misses.
that's terrible.
which leads us into Conrad.
Alright. Parrying stance is a half action.
That is correct.
Because my shield is all tuckered out, I'm gonna use parrying action and a regular
Actually, didn't
attack
you
on
drop
the
your
beastman.
shield?
Yeah, that's why I can't use the parry.
Right, so you gotta parry with your sword, which parrying stance will allow you to do.
Yes.
And you can also still attack, and that is going to be a miss. It just
Yep.
swings wide over its head as it ducks down and leads into Lash's turn.
Alright, same as before.
Ooh, okay, left arm, 5 damage. Another arrow sticks out of the back of this beastman. Alexa,
He's evolving into an hedgehog. It's mutated.
Alright, attack it again. All out.
alright. You swear it's moaning in delight as it has taken multiple arrows. Let's see how it hits.
Oh.
Oh, also to toughness. Oh well. Let's see. That is still pretty decent. You have no option to parry, and yep. Again, it cries out in delight as you heard it. Wizard of Light. Well, they backed off enough. They're gonna go ahead and continue with the laser beams. Nope. Gustav, can you be more impressive
Channeling.
than that? You have another beastman directly in front of you.
Channeling. Succeeding. Casting magic. Ah. Failing.
Yep, another drop. And the other Wizard of Light that's flanking you will go ahead and attempt some laser nonsense too. Failure. Beastman's turn. Alright. Alexa, the one upon you just looks like this is a delight. Dying to someone as beautiful as you.
Oh god.
And of course, they just kind of flail as they're very distracted with their own emotions here. The one on you, Gustav, is going to go for an all-out attack and just sort of cry out for the lady and actually get a hit in. Go ahead and try to parry
Nope.
that. Up. You're on your game here, that's for sure. And this one is also going to go ahead and all-out attack the knight, hoping to hit, and does not accomplish anything. Leading into Conrad's turn to try to smite them back. How dare
Yes.
they?
Yes, this cannot stand. Defensive, parrying stance and attack on the.
Okay. Defensive is just your whole turn, though, isn't it?
Then what is it? Do you just get the parrying stance? Is that
Just
what it's
parrying
called?
stance, that's all.
Okay, parrying
Yeah,
stance.
defensive and parrying are different actions. Right, but you can parry, and you've tried to hit, and your sword also swings wide as the two of you just sort of refuse to step an inch closer to actually hit each other. It's almost as if the two of you are both afraid of dying. Leading us into the elf.
Well, shouldn't Benny step a little closer and give me an outnumber bonus?
Ah, yes, you're right. Benny will finally step up and go, for Sigmar! And he's gonna take his cudgel and try to beat this guy over the head. He's got a +10 bonus. It doesn't help him. Sir Daniel. is going to go ahead and do a full all-out run just to get up to here and protect the wizards. He looks over at Gustav and goes, "We'll be with you in a moment." Alexa.
Oh, you just skipped over me.
Oh, I
Don't
went
forget to
backwards
laugh.
and then I forgot to go back again.
Hardly matters though. I don't. 4 damage is probably just soakable.
Indeed it does. It sinks into his fur, but he doesn't even make a noise to it.
I will try all out attacking again.
Alright. As you are in all attack, he almost seems to spread his arms and goes, "Yes, right here."
Oh,
Chop me up, Buttercup.
At least I didn't hit his third leg.
oh.
Well, no, that's where I usually aim.
You try to avoid your eyes a little bit from that as you go in to sweep his leg, and he loses balance for a second before recomposing himself and holding his claw up high, ready to strike. Wizard of Light. Which one are you? That one. Well, you only
Does
have
he
the one
take
target.
does he take the damage?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
He has been taking damage the whole time, but he is loving it.
Ugh. Gross. I think it likes it.
You can see the odd liquid pouring from its
Woohoo!
mouth. Still. Ooh, wow. Ulrich's Fury. 51 versus 45. The Fury
Oh.
fails, but that's still
Still,
16 damage
yeah.
to this thing. How big of a critical is this? If we subtract 3 and then subtract 5, that's going to be down to 8. That's an 8-point critical. Wizard of Light, what are you doing? And that is to its left arm. It's probably going to explode terribly. And indeed it does, as yet another creature is disintegrated into a pile of dust, screaming in terrifying agony the whole way.
Wow. Never date a wizard of light.
It's okay, they're celibate. You're not allowed. Gustav.
Apparently I pulled out of my ass, but well, I'm feeling a bit like let's go. I want to do that again. Do critical, so
Okay.
oops, channel 6 says yes. Ah. Alright.
That is a successful casting test, and it will in fact do damage. But of course, as you do it, you can feel that you can see the same sort of gleam in his eye as his companion has over here, as he just sort of gives a moan.
Good gods!
Slanesh is a little fucked up, isn't it? Wizard of Light is of course terrifyingly disgusted by all of this and will try to put an end to it once and for all. Ooh, and successfully manages to aid you. If we go ahead and subtract 3, comes down to 8, subtract 4, so we are doing 4 damage. It does not go into critical, but the laser beam does strike it up its arm and leaves terrifying singed fur that fills the entire room with, well, even worse smells than you've already been exposed to. Leading it to the beastmen and their final cries. They continue to fight, enjoying every second of it, to everyone's dismay. Alexa, the one that is on you, tries his best to swipe at you, but doesn't get anything in. Meanwhile, just screeching, "Come on, just once more!"
Ugh.
And the one on you, Gustav, doesn't have much to say. They just kind of flail in your direction and hope they can get you before they disintegrate. Leading into Conrad.
All right. You need to move 4 to charge.
2 plus.
2, I
2
think.
plus.
Alright, I can definitely move forward. Let me see. I think my charge move is still a little bit greater than.
Alright, that's good.
I can charge up to 8, so I'll go a little past him to make room and
Okay.
make my attack there, and then go into parrying stance. Let's charge as a 4 on action.
I think it is. So go ahead and take your plus 10 and smite this fool.
Alright.
Yeah, charge is a full move action. A full turn action, sorry.
The arming sword will actually hit. Go ahead and do damage. Nine. Subtract 4, 5. You have a 4-point critical. Your sword will sink into its chest. What happens? Let's see.
You orgasm. To death.
Keep in mind, Gustav, it's facing you.
Oh no!
Would that be a blood cocky?
Given Slanesh, it might very well be.
Oh no.
Let's see. Knocked to the ground, badly winded. All tests suffer -30 for 1 round and must use a stand action to regain his feet. So he is on his back at the moment.
Finish him, wizard.
So that's how Gustav got his white hair. Oh.
Uh, with that mental image, it is. Oh,
Oh.
I'm sorry. Benny should probably move in and charge here real quick. I'll keep that in mind for when your turn rolls around. Let's just see if they manage to finish it off. That they definitely will, as Benny comes up and smashes this thing's leg in, causing just a huge pool of blood in the center of the room. Daniel will quietly not mention any of this and move a little closer. Lash, you went ahead and fired your bow, and it missed. Leading us into Alexa, your last stand with the Beastman.
Alright, we'll hit it again.
Yeah. Ooh, straight to the head. Go ahead and do damage. It is still not in critical.
Ugh. Yeah, haven't been able to hit it very hard.
But of course, as you hit it in the head again, it sort of shakes itself awake. It's like, ah, it's new, it's fresh. Everything you do is wonderful. As he gushes
Oh.
on you, and also
Ugh.
seeks to rip your head off your body. Wizard of Light is going to attempt to end the combat. Snap.
Wow.
From downtown. Are they actually in range? Hold up. Rating Gaze is 8 squares.
Yep, so no, they're not in range.
So
Too bad.
unfortunately, it doesn't actually happen, but I'm going to go ahead and say they move up and set up to do this next turn. And if it comes around to their turn, the entire combat ends. Gustav. No successful channeling. Can you end it before the wizard does?
No!
No.
Damn it!
The other one is also not actually in range, so they are just going to step up and get ready. And the Beastman gets one last attempt to take you down. And they're going to go into an all-out attack. While screaming, "Please love me!" And they get rejected by themselves. It was in them all along. Conrad, can you end this before the wizard does?
I can try. Charge. Alright. And let's give him a terminal spell. Or not.
You tried your best, and is now for. Well, I guess Daniel can run up and try real quick. Well, he won't. What about you, Benny? You can definitely charge in and try. Benny, you're drunk. Lash. Alright, you do not end the combat as another arrow perforates the curtain. Alexa.
Alright, well, I get 3 plus 30 now, so I'll try that.
Yes, this is the last chance for anyone in the party to try to finish it off.
Plus
You get a
20.
body.
Aw.
Come
Oh,
on
you
and
did-
do damage.
Yay!
10. This will actually exceed it.
Just to
Let's see.
clarify, 3 on 1 is a plus 20. A plus 30 is an unaware opponent.
So that might actually be a miss then.
Then it is a miss.
Well, Wizards of Light.
Yep. Wizard of Light comes around and will end up doing 20 damage. There is not a body left once more as she cries out for the Lady of Light. And the battle is over. The room falls deadly silent as the Beastman cannot even have the time to defile his altar one last time. Daniel and Benny, look between the lot of you. Look
Seize
at all of your
them!
injuries. Yes. I want to go ahead and say, yeah, you see him. He's trying to hide behind the pillar, but does not do a very good job. And he says, "Oh shit!" and will attempt at the last moment to run.
Alright, that's a lightning bolt to his face.
All right. And
It's a
as long as you
failure.
successfully cast it, you do in fact murder him.
Ah, come on.
No survivors.
No survivors.
There's still another one here!
Lash, for a second, I think... No, you don't recognize him. Gustav, you actually recognize the guy
Oh.
as you burn him to death. He was the guy who brought you all drinks from the back.
Oh, thank God I
You
didn't
ordered.
drink anything.
Little shit knew it all along.
Yeah, glad I didn't drink anything either.
The Wizards of Light are going to go ahead and move up here, flank this area as you call out the last remaining person.
Come on
as
now,
they
and we
call,
won't.
"Please, I surrender."
Alright, God, Caesar, she surrendered. Do not kill her.
Yep,
not fair.
Can do that. And Benny and Daniel will go ahead and get them, drag her out to here. And the Wizards are going to just flank for now. I'm going to go
Everyone's
ahead
okay?
and move back the curtain for the time being.
Is everyone okay? Don't think we lost anyone, right?
Well, it could be better, but
Well, I dropped my drink somewhere back in the hallway, and I think Daniel may have lost his dinner, but we're doing okay.
I'm gonna search the thing. See if there's any dangerous object like magic item or thing like that.
You search through her effects. You find things such as fresh human hearts, a symbol of symbols of Slanesha plenty, a pouch full of rose petals, defiled symbols of Sigmar and Verena, a flask of
Ah.
wine, a cut-off tongue. By the way, the hearts are still fresh and bleeding.
Oh
You
boy.
also find quite a lot more of her inventory, which I will go ahead and just copy and paste here. She does not, in fact, have a riding horse on her, but that
On
was
the
a part
riding
of the
horse.
inventory list.
Well, to be
It is in her
fair,
pocket.
to be fair,
To be fair.
I mean, I know you
Yes,
can
I
see it,
see
Griff.
what
I
you're-
don't know what's visible to everybody.
It's not a horse, it's a dog, right?
Is that a dog? Looks like a horse to me.
That is, in fact, a dog.
It's a doggy.
Alright. Well,
A very, very dead dog.
the wound is too close to the head. To me, it looks like a horse.
I can see how it would look like a horse, right? Yeah.
Alright, you take the grimoire, and it is very clear immediately that it is, in fact, a grimoire of chaos.
Oh yeah, I'm not allowed to use it. I'm just like, keep this up to burn it at the temple.
Let's see. And which... let's see. I forget which one. I think maybe it was Slanesh Elementalist or something. Oh well, I'll find out later.
Oh,
If
I'm
it
not
really
opening
comes
it.
up.
I'm not opening it.
Are you sure? I mean, there's so
Yeah,
many
no,
interesting
no,
things. You
no,
could be a
no,
part of
no.
this.
Nope, nope, nope.
Not meant to say anything to touch this book.
Mm-mm. Yeah, does anything happen when I touch it?
No.
Alright.
What the hell is up with the book that I've got?
I don't know. Maybe it's because it's age magic thing.
Well, he already let slip that if you touch it again, it doesn't cause insanity, so
Yeah.
whatever
Right.
happened is gone.
I looked up what it was. I'm just like, wait a second.
Alright, well, gonna pocket the gold.
The gold seems to,
jewelry?
well, be gold. But you can definitely pocket it. Nothing's stopping you. Daniel and Benny seem like they are interested in interrogating this individual for the moment, so they're busy with that. And the Wizards of Light are attempting slowly over the course of minutes to heal themselves.
Ugh.
I
Is
mean,
this not the naughtiest
just
place?
gonna go ahead and throw out there that, 3 guys got out of here.
Oh shit.
So it's not like we stopped everyone from escaping.
Well, we did our best.
Only 3 guys, it is to laugh.
Well, I mean, plus everybody that got out from the top. That may have been...
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we just witnessed, 3 mini-men climb out of the bodies of metallic scorpions, so if people can be hiding inside of people, then who knows what was going on up there.
People landing inside of people.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's
Good
what I saw.
stuff.
Yeah, I know. But
You approach the door, and you swear you hear noises behind it, the sounds of stamping feet like those of the beastmen. What do?
guys, need help over here. I think there's more of them.
Shit.
You even hear the braying of their voice.
What does it say?
You're not sure. It's hard to make out.
I'm gonna try to use my magic senses.
Alexa will run over, and once everybody's in position, we'll kick the door.
Alright. Lash, you
see
gonna
it.
join in and get in position?
No, I am where I am.
Okay, cool. You're staying back. You're ready.
Well,
Everyone gets
I'm
up
at
to the
the
door.
only exit, so...
That's true.
No,
you're
there's
taking up the
another.
room. Very
There's
important.
another exit right here.
Where?
Alright.
Actually.
Well, I'm at the only
Uh,
exit to the way we came in.
Oh sure.
You only sense the remnant swirls of magic. There's nothing actively happening in the next room. Everything seems still and quiet. And as Alexa kicks open the door with Conrad at her side, you see the horse.
Oh. Wait, Shadow Horse in the red. Oh my God, no! Oh no!
Russian queens have died that way.
Oh.
The horse is just sort of quietly staying there. It seems to be
Allegedly.
busy eating out of a small box of carrots. Beside it, of course, is a bed in misshapen condition, covered in fluids, and the stench is a barrage against your nose.
I can.
His Royal Circus.
Next to you is a very nice little dinner in a single seat, and a small writing desk, and a bookshelf full of a number of titles.
I'm gonna
And of
vomit.
course, the head of what looks like one of the Beastmen up on the wall. And I guess it doesn't help to point out the dead body in the center of the room with its chest open and its heart ripped out.
Oh.
I mean, given the obvious state of the room, he could have died a worse way.
Yeah, he could have died worse, right? I agree. I'm still gonna search this area. You never know.
Okay. You go ahead and search through the writing desk, and you do in fact find a key, along with a number of writing utensils such as inkwells, quills, parchment, probably a few letters here and there, which you could probably read as a wealth of information for this cult's
Ooh.
activity. The bookshelf is, of course, full of rather ordinary titles and more academic knowledge on magic, rather than being grimoires or anything of the like.
Oh, all in my backpack. That's for the
You
temple.
just start shoveling it in.
Yep, it's for the temple of Vernal.
Come, horsey, show me where he touched you.
No, don't touch this. Don't touch this horse. Like, no.
The horse
please,
is
no.
incredibly calm and appears to appreciate being touched.
No. Gustav just ran out of the room.
Yeah.
You must rescue this poor beast.
I don't want to have anything to do with his horse.
Conrad's
I'm gonna
gonna try to
vomit.
lead it out.
Okay, you can definitely do that. I'm
First
just gonna
note
leave it
of
here for
the-
the time being. You can go ahead and add a riding horse with saddle and harness to the list. Slightly used.
Oh.
I'll just add that to my sheet unless anybody suggests. Buddy objects.
Nope, it's all yours.
Alexa's gonna go over to the three metallic mutants and kind of take a closer look at their bodies to see if they were actually made from gold.
Their entire bodies aren't, but it appears that their skin is. As you touch it, it has the sheen and feel of real metal, exactly identical to a gold crown that you compare it to in your hands.
So would this be the metallic body thing?
It is metallic skin.
Oh, it's skin. Oh, then it shouldn't have had this much armor.
No, it definitely had this much armor. I was surprised as well. Let's see. For reference, they gained only 2 points from that. But they also had, I think, extra armor, such as their leather, and also just good amount of toughness to begin with.
Okay.
Let's
So
see.
yeah, they don't have the mutation that the body itself is worth like 25 D10 gold.
Oh.
It is in fact worth money. That is a part of this mutation, even the skin mutation.
Yeah, so if you go to that, it says, more mercenary people can take body parts for the money. Gold or silver mutants are in fact worth a great deal. Removing a finger or a toe or an ear and eye or some other extremity, blah blah blah. Any metal extract.
Is Alexa this mercenary though?
I'm just sort of looking at it and trying to make an appraisal to see what it could theoretically be worth, because
You can in fact roll an appraisal. And Gustav, you can go ahead and put your ear to the door, and you can hear sort of soft noises and maybe crying.
I signal to I don't know who, Conrad, to come closer, and try to insert the key to see if it fits, and slowly open the door. Just
All right.
yes.
Quick note to Alexa. Alexa, in your evaluation, this gold is worth hundreds. This is a wealth of gold here. You could buy
Well,
a house.
to be perfectly honest, if you tally up everything like a full body, and I'm
Mhm.
guessing it's probably less because they had the chest burst out, but it would be approximately 25 d10 plus 4 gold crowns per each of these corpses for what they're worth, and they do have the qualities of
In
worth.
my evaluation, and under lashes, each body can be melted down into probably 49 gold crowns worth of metal each.
But it's only the skin that's worth money, right?
Right, but gold is valuable.
You put them in a blast furnace, the rest of it melts away.
I suppose it's fair, but we'd also have to haul them out. Skinning them might be easier.
I don't have the skills
For
or
reference, an adult
tools.
human has 20 pounds worth of skin, and if it is all gold, probably a lot.
Right, but you're also not visibly dragging a body around, is what I'm more getting to.
Yeah, you probably will want to do something about it. Quick step over to Gustav. Gustav, in fact, the key does fit perfectly. And it opens up. Dynamic lighting. To this room.
Are those children?
No, they are fully grown human adult individuals. One of them appears to be in a corner, not moving, not saying anything, looking straight ahead, as if completely lost. Another one is, of course, crying. Another one is just kind of stands up and like shakes on the bars. You gotta let me out of here. Gotta let me out of here. Please.
Calm down. Calm down. We're here for that. All right.
Don't just leave me in here. Hurry up.
We won't. We won't. They're dead now. They can't hurt you anymore.
Wait. No, don't open it. It's safer in here.
What?
They're out there. They're everywhere. If I'm in here, they won't do anything to me.
What if they're dead?
They're dead. We killed them all.
Is that gonna stop them? There's more of them out there. They're everywhere. They told me.
We'll
They'll
kill.
always find me.
We'll lead you to the temple of Shalia. Okay?
No, they're there too. They said they're everywhere. They have their fingers in everything.
I'm gonna try to call them in.
Okay, go and make a charm check. Could outdoor survival use a skiing skill?
Woo!
Yes.
Even with my -10, I succeed.
Oh, yes. He sort of starts calming me down and goes, "Are you sure? Are you sure it's safe? Can you
Yes.
will you protect me?
Yes, I will.
Oh God, no, thank you. You've already opened the door at this point, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He rushes up and hugs you,
Oh,
and just doesn't let go.
it's all right. It's all right. Just pat him on the shoulder. It's all right.
The other two seem a little bit more broken up. As I said, one of them is just staring blankly ahead at the wall, and the other one is a sobbing fit. And you can see on all of them a lack of cuts or bruises or anything.
Come, you're safe with us now.
What did it do to you?
I don't.
It's all right. It's all right.
Terrible things. I saw them kill half of us just moments ago, or hours, or days. How long have I been here?
It's all right now. You're with
Right.
us. You're gonna be
Conrad,
alright.
you go in and calm the crying one, right?
Yes.
They will just sort of wrap a arm around your shoulder and lean in and cry on that.
Oh. And I'll gently try to move the staring one.
They
Try to make him move like with automation, like
You
Like
you
not
shake
related.
it. You shake him, but he seems a little bit limp.
Think you're gonna have to carry him out, Conrad.
More than likely, yes.
And I think we're all going to exit this place.
I'll drag my new buddy along with me.
All right. So you are taking the 3 prisoners with you and the horse.
Yes.
We're gonna
And
need
Daniel
to,
and Benny will, of course, look at you and go, "Well, we're gonna take this girl off to our superior officer and get some real questioning in that way."
Wait, you need to arrest everyone in the tavern. The owner, the waiters. It's clearly
Daniel will
not
kind of look at you and go, "While I do agree, we are only 2 people. We're gonna have to get some more and come back."
Oh, sure. Alright.
The horse's name is safe word.
The 2 wizards will go ahead and approach Gustav and go, "I believe our work here is done. You have all of the text.
Yes. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you, Kelly, for your help.
Our lady will contact you later about them. We can investigate it together and
Of
expose
course.
more of these vile cults.
Of course.
It's been a pleasure working with you."
Likewise.
All right. Lash, you and Alexa work on trying to skin the metallic humanoids, and it looks like you failed very, very spectacularly.
Well, just on the one, I suppose.
well,
but
I mean, we go to start and then we fail and we stop.
Okay.
Would I?
You could roll for each of them, but the first one you find that your dagger really cannot pierce the skin alone.
Well, I think the fallback here is going with Alexa's previous idea of a blast furnace.
Indeed.
Yeah.
In which case, we would just, Conrad comes by with the porn horse, the Tijuana donkey, as it were, and we're just going to...
Mhm.
Conrad, we need to borrow your horse.
Very well.
For what? Oh,
And while you're doing that, would I be able to get maybe 5 of those gold crowns that we found? Because I plan on getting a buckler to go with this rapier I found. And the main ghost.
I have no problem.
sure.
Let's see. On any of the other bodies, you find only mere pennies. Just in case you do go searching, but you might find small amounts of equipment, such as clubs or some leather jerkins, which are not in quite so terrible condition. The metal scorpions have 3 leather jerkins each. The beastmen had 0, and that would only leave the crushed, sickly mutants who weren't wearing anything either. So there were 3 total then. Let's see, leather jerkin. Yep, yeah, leather jerkin.
So how many
on-
how many leather jerkins? I could
3.
probably take those. Okay. And these are actually in regular condition, not poor quality, right?
Correct.
Okay, good. I
It
can
looks
offload
like
them.
they might even have been of better quality at some point, but slow disrepair has rendered them, well, like any other piece of armor. Whoever was running this had quite a bit of money, which probably is exposed to the fact that the wizard back there had quite a lot of jewelry. As the lot of you go ahead and start marching back out, you will in fact find Jonathan Dweller back in the room where the secret passage begins, along with a now conscious Wizard of Light. He'll kind of look at you as you all drag everything out. It's like, well, you got enough loot there for all of you?
It's never enough.
Well, you got a pretty lady there, at least, he says as he just kind of like winks in the direction of the
I
woman
wouldn't if I
between
were
Benny and
you.
Daniel, who just scowls in his direction.
Did you just call Benny and Daniel pretty ladies?
No, there's one between them.
You gotta heard of now.
So what are you gonna do now, huh? As he looks towards Gustav.
I guess I have to meet with officials. Bailey.
Don't forget to pay the rest of my bill.
Yeah, well, you cannot rent out, right? I guess that's fair.
Hey, I tried my best. Like I said, blame your old friend.
Why? Stay until the end.
He's the bastard who got me sick.
How so?
The darn arrow I had to pull out my leg was covered in shit.
Oh,
I don't know what he's wallowing in, but it ain't good. He says it's about 10 feet away from you, Lash.
I mean, I don't have anything to say to that.
Yeah. And of course, on your way out, you find that the brothel area has been completely cleared out at this point.
yeah.
And to the ones who did not see it earlier, you do see the a few corpses in the basement that for when they all tried to escape. Two of them appear to have been noblemen, and one of them appears to have been much like the underworld gamblers you were very used to. Let's go ahead and pull this back up to Middenheim. We are now free. It is, of course, the middle of the night. You all spent a long hour or two underground, but it feels perhaps like days. The Wizards of Light are willing, if you are patient, to heal each of you up individually to full, given, their trials and tribulations and trials.
Yes!
Yes, that would be good.
There
Thank
is
you, kind
nothing
ladies.
stopping them except failure, and their failures do not matter because they have a mere 1 die. However, because of that, it does take probably 15 minutes before they have healed everyone up to full. That said, of course, Benny goes off with the captured whore, and you all are left to your own devices, your corpses, and your horses.
Well, thank you for coming, all of you. Wow, it's been something.
Who's that addressed to?
Everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, this has all been rather horrifying.
Yeah.
And I guess Alexa is once fully healed. I guess we'll just sort of wander the city aimlessly for a little while to clear.
I will escort the free guy to the Temple of Shelia. And
Alright.
explain
Yeah, I'll
what
come
they've
with them.
explain what they've been through and that they need help, and I can pay for that if needs be. But they need to be. They're
Okay.
not in any. Yeah.
They get in line for treatment, and when eventually they do, they are coddled by the priestesses, who understand well the terrors they must have seen or experienced, and will usher them away to quieter spaces to rest and recover.
Good.
How odd, they don't seem to have a single scratch on them. They sort of comment as they take them away. Let's see. Alexa, you are aimlessly wandering for the moment. Conrad, where might you be going?
He says he
Well,
went with me.
You
Yeah, I
went
went
with
with
them?
him.
Okay. So you go ahead and make sure this all goes down properly and that they're taken care of. What about Lash?
Well, before Alexa goes off wandering, I kind of want to have her come with me for a bit because I need
Okay.
her. Well, I don't
Sure,
need
that's
her. I
fine.
mean, there's a reason to have her around.
Okay, I'll come with you then.
And we're going to have to, at first, head off to the inn.
To the drowned rat?
Right, which I assume is where I can find Victor.
Indeed. Are you dragging those bodies all the way across town?
They're wrapped up in blankets and they're huddled over the back end of the horse, as in, like, any sack item might be, so...
Ah, okay, so you do have a plan to carry them. Alright, so you do get across town, and it is a little suspicious to have 3 bodies wrapped up at once, but in the middle of the night, no one necessarily is stopping you right now.
And
Hey.
Which leads us into, of course, awakening Victor in the middle of the night.
as I've done many times in the past, Victor should be getting used to it.
Yes, indeed. He's even wearing pants this time as he opens the door. Oh, Lash. What are you doing up this late?
I need your help, locating something.
He kind of looks out the window and looks back at you. Does it involve people?
Former people.
Yes.
Do you think they'd be awake right now?
Yes. Okay,
He kind of
here's,
like narrows his eyes just a little bit. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm gonna go on to a description here, but the problem here is what I'm thinking. I don't know how to describe in the fantasy Warhammer setting. You know
Okay.
how in did you ever watch the show Deadwood?
No, I don't think so.
All right, in Deadwood, which was a Wild West show, if somebody died, right, or somebody killed somebody, and they wanted the bodies to go away, they would take them down to the Chinaman, and the Chinaman would throw them in with his hogs, and the hogs would eat the body. I'm looking for that, but in a smith. Someone that's not appreciated, lower class guy, but has the means to get rid of a body that people would know about, or at least the criminal element would know about.
He kind of stops and thinks for a moment, like, well, I have been talking around the drowned rat, and, well, there's a lot of colorful individuals. I think maybe I know a couple people. Let me think for a moment. Let me go ahead and pull up Victor's sheet and see
Right, I
how he's
also
done.
want to impress upon him that we need a smith. We need the bodies to be... cooked is the wrong word, but you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Melted.
I think he's still down 10% fellowship at the moment.
Be kind of like unto Turkle.
But he is still a character. And he just rolls a 5 outright.
He knows exactly who to find.
I mean, it's a necessary service, especially in a place like this that has so much has such a thick underbelly, let's say.
He kind of scratches his chin a little bit and goes, Alright. I think I remember someone. Just a short way away in Westgate from Moore's Garden. Like, almost right at the corner. He handles some disreputable business, but I think maybe he can help you with what you're thinking here. As for Forge, well, a couple drunk dwarves have come through every now and then. I think they're a bit of the night crowd, so maybe they could still be up working at night in the Wind District. I think I know where they are. So Victor is willing to go ahead and lead you to the Corpsenator. As far as I can figure, his profession would be in this case, or perhaps tome robber of some kind. And it is the middle of the night, but he knocks on the back door of a building and is let in immediately. Inside, you of course are trying to barter for having these bodies removed, but you get to keep the skin, right?
I'm somewhat at a loss of what you're describing now. Are you telling me we're going to 2 different places now?
There are going to be two separate places, yes. The first Victor suggested was getting rid of the bodies and taking the skin. Which apparently he has heard enough of the criminal underworld to have found.
Oh, okay. So you're suggesting that we skin the bodies and then leave them here and then take the skin to somewhere else to get it melted down? Because our original idea was just to throw the entire body into a smelter or whatever and just have the remains burn off of the skin as the skin melts away.
Yep.
Right. Not a
Leave
terrible
that.
idea. But this will at least help things seem a little bit more on the level, let's say.